I'm going to show you exactly how I edited this photo here from scratch. We've got this image of this Bentley Couture $2.5 million Bentley, and it is the front and center of the showroom. Let's edit it. Let's dive in. So we've got our white balance here already pretty neutral. We are leaning a bit heavy on the greens. You can kind of see it down here and up here, back here just a little bit. It's not too bad. We're going to begin with correcting our lighting. So we're going to bump the exposure because we're going to go for kind of a brighter look here. We're going to increase the contrast a little bit, not too crazy because too much contrast will actually end up ruining the photo. We're going to take our highlights basically all the way down. We're going to bump up our shadows a little bit. We're going to take the whites down. No, we're going to take the whites up just a little bit. We're going to take the blacks down so that we can kind of neutralize that contrast and the bump in the shadows. So here's how we're looking so far. We've already got a fairly basic adjustment going on right here. We're going to go ahead and increase the texture just a little bit. And we're going to leave the clarity and dehaze as it is because too much can end up ruining a photo. We're going to bump the vibrance up just a tad. So we're already looking pretty damn good here. Now we're going to do a 4-point curve on our RGB curve here. We're going to do two. We're going to split the midtones here. We're going to take our highlights and we're going to drag those down just a hair. Now we're going to play with the midtones a little bit. So as you can see, we've got some stuff going on in the background here, mostly above and below the car. Down here looks bad. Then you're really seeing the green and we're getting some clipping in the ceiling. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this, we're going to bump it up just a tiny bit. We're going to take this bottom node here and we're going to drag that one around. We're going to kind of play with it. We're getting a lot of green right there in the shadows. So we're going to bump this one up as well here. And we're going to take the shadows and we're going to drag those down just a little bit. Boom. There we go. Now we're down to our HSL. This is where the magic truly happens inside of these type of photos here. So as you can see, we're dealing with orange and red on this car primarily. And we also do have a glossy finish on the top half of the car and a satin finish on the bottom. Yes, this is how this car comes from the factory. Don't ask me, ask Bentley. So first things first, we're going to kind of adjust the hue a little bit. We're going to crank the red a little bit more towards the orange so that we can kind of get the actual color of the car. We're going to leave the orange hue as it is. Everything else should be fine. Now we're going to come down to the saturation here. We're going to drop the purples a little bit, drop the magentas. This is going to get rid of any fringing that we get in the photo, any chromatic aberration is going to kind of be neutralized. Next things next, we need to take the greens down because that's also going to deal with the chromatic aberration. It's going to kind of level out the colors, getting rid of the greens here. We can take the yellows down. There's the only yellow thing is some of this foreground here and obviously this 296 in the background. So we're going to take that. We're going to drop it just a little bit. We're going to take the orange. Obviously, the entire car is basically orange. We're going to bump that up just a teeny tiny bit. Next, we're going to head over to the luminance and we're going to kind of play around with what we've got here. So if we brighten this up, obviously it's going to brighten the car up. We don't really need the car brightened up because we're looking pretty spot on for the color of the car as it is right now. Next, we're going to play with the reds just a little bit and we're mostly going to see the reds here. If you hold and Alt or Command for you Mac users, you're going to see all of the red in this photo here. So if we take the luminance all the way down, you can really see where that red is popping. So we're going to actually bump that up just a little bit here. We're really only getting the red on the super aggressive body lines and back here because the lighting wasn't as good back here. So the HSL is basically done as it is right here. So we can touch it and revisit it later if we do need to. Now we're getting into the color grading section, everybody's biggest fear. We're going to take the midtones and we're going to actually drag these right in between the cyan and the dark blue here. I think that will look good. We're going to go ahead and take this up. Now we're not doing any too aggressive grades, as you can see, because again, we are in a showroom, so we don't need that aggressive of a grade. We're going to kind of neutralize everything and then go from there. One thing that I did forget to do that I am seeing now is we left some of the blues and we really don't need a lot of blues here because obviously it's not very blue in the photo. As you can see, we have like barely any blue besides here and barely any aqua besides back here as well. So we're just going to take those down just a little bit. We could desaturate them all the way, but we do want a little bit of blue in there so that we do retain some of the extra color in the actual image here. So we've got our midtones, we've got our shadows. Oh, that was shadows. Okay, we need our shadows more in the dark blue here. And we're going to take our highlights. This is what we're going to make more red, purple, orange, because that's going to actually help Neut the g that's gonna help the foreground and the background elements be more neutralized, since obviously we are dealing basically with a pure white. Now there is a way you could just desaturate everything outside of red and orange, but that is gonna look a little corny here. Now we're gonna play with a little bit of the luminance here. Okay, we're going to kind of play around, see what we've got here. Our highlights, we do kind of wanna bump the highlights up since we did take them all the way down. Our shadows here, if we go ahead and take that down, that is going to kind of, we're going to leave it just a tiny, tiny bit down. Now, same thing here. If you hold Alt and then you drag the slider, you're going to see how the color grade is blending. So we can drag it either left or to the right. There's not a big difference here because, again, we don't have a super aggressive grade. Our balance here is going to either lean more towards blue or red. Again, if you hold Alt or Command, you'll be able to see this colorized version. And we're going to take this a little bit more towards the red. Now, this is more of a individual approach here, but again, we're not working with a lot of color in this image, so we don't need that much color here. We more so just want to approach it in a stylized monochromatic type essence. So here we go. We've got our sharpening. We're going to increase that just a little bit, and we're going to bring the masking basically all the way up so we get the sharpening only on the aggressive lines here. And then, of course, we can check our defringe here, and we can play with that a little bit. We're getting a little bit back here. Again, hold Alt or Command, and you'll see where that threshold is. So we've got that there. We've got our chromatic aberration gone. And you're going to mostly see that in these shiny parts here and on the grill and in the headlights and around the wheels. Luckily, we didn't have that much to actually deal with. Now we can get into some of the masking portions here. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to select the background. Now we don't go too crazy with masks. I'm not one to go crazy with the masks here. We're going to take the exposure down just a little bit. We're going to bump the highlights up quite a bit here. We're going to bump the whites up as well, just a little bit, and we're going to take the blacks down. So now it's really, really highlighting our subject here. And last thing is last, we're going to play around with our white balance just a little bit. We're just going to see what looks best. Green obviously looks terrible. We're going to go a little bit more towards the magenta, and then we're going to cool it down just a little bit. And that is basically finished as it is. Now, if you want to take it an extra step, we can totally get rid of all of these background distractions with a little bit of Photoshop generative fill. And I'm not going to include all of that in the video. So what I am going to do is show you what the photo looks like side by side before we close out of here. So this is the exact same photo. Here is the version that we just did from scratch. And here is the finished version with a little bit of Photoshop magic included. So as you can see, we got rid of basically everything in the background. Everything back here, that hallway looks blank. We got rid of the massive black screen in the background with a little bit of dodgy Photoshop work, trying to kind of recover that pure white that we do have on the back wall. But there is our finished photo. Again, dealership and showroom shots do not have to be boring.